It doesn't change a thing for me. I still will go home, still be empty, still stare at urns, still stare at photos because of an impaired driver who took innocent lives. There's no more of my family left to kill. There's no more children that will be riding in grandparents' cars anymore.
That's the painful reality for one mother, even after members of Canada's parole board decided not to grant day or full-time parole to convicted drunk driver Marco Muzzo today. His decision to get behind the wheel of his SUV in 2015 stole the lives of 3 young siblings and their grandfather. Today, here inside Beaver Creek's Correctional Institution in Gravenhurst, we heard 3 powerful victim impact statements, including that of Jennifer Neville-Lake, as she described what it's like to sit in silence at home, waiting to hear the laughter of her children, a laughter that will never come.
I listen for sounds. I listen for, you know, the sound that Millie would make when she was asleep, sounds of tossing and turning. I listen for the little feet coming down the hallway, whether to go to the bathroom or, Mom, can I have another drink of water?
Muzzo was sentenced to 10 years behind bars following the September 2015 crash in Vaughan that claimed the lives of 9-year-old Daniel Neville-Lake, his 5-year-old brother Harrison, and their 2-year-old sister Millie, as well as their grandfather Gary Neville. Muzzo had just returned on a private plane from his bachelor party in Miami and was driving his vehicle from Pearson International when he T-boned the family's minivan. In 2016, Muzzo pled guilty to 4 counts of impaired driving causing death, 2 counts of impaired driving causing bodily harm. Today inside the parole board hearing, Marco Muzzo sat before 2 parole board members. Their priority to conduct a risk assessment on Muzzo reoffending. Ultimately, they determined that Muzzo did not address his, quote, substance misuse, adding that they felt he sabotaged his own development by not proactively seeking out appropriate substance abuse counseling since being incarcerated. The board also highlighted a 2012 incident at a Vaughan strip club that the courts never knew about and was kept secret until just recently. On that night, Muzzo and a friend were denied entry and got into a fight with security. Muzzo tried to kick the window out of the back of a squad car. Police kept him in custody until he sobered up. The parole board believe it shows that Muzzo has had previous alcohol-fueled incidents that he is still in denial about. In his defense today, Muzzo said, quote, I am not an addict, going as far as to say that he never plans to drink again, and that alcohol now scares him. He attended AA meetings while serving his sentence and says he was told by the organizer that another form of help would likely be better suited for him. Muzzo's own parole officer also told the board today that she supported his release. As for the events that led up to the horrific crash, Muzzo was forced to describe in detail that after a night of drinking more than he ever had in his life, he got on a plane and drank 3 or 4 more Caesars, and upon landing in Toronto, he never contemplated taking a taxi or limo. When asked by the board point blank if he ever thought he was impaired when he got in his car, Muzzo answered, quote, to a small degree.
Sitting behind him and hearing that and thinking, really? Like, I understand it must be difficult to accept what you've done, but then how can you present that you're ready to move on to the next stage if, to me, that's one of the base, the foundation. You have to, accept what you did, own it.
Marco Muzzo has 2 months to appeal the parole board's decision, and in 1 year he can reapply for another parole hearing. For now, he'll be staying right here at the Beaver Creek Correctional Institution in Gravenhurst. I'm Adrian Ghobrial, City News.